Hi, it's Sarah here from Peaceful Pensieve. I've just come on today to do a bit of a kind of, I guess, flip through of my setup of my medium XL Campagna from Gillio. This is in the colour gold, and it's super pretty. I asked for like lots of texture and character, and that is what I got. Beautiful wrinkles on the front there. So I'm actually using this for my everyday carry, and I'm using Franklin Covey compact size inserts. So the medium XL was made for personal size inserts with that you could put 30mm rings in it, so it's a bit wider than kind of a regular personal size, or Gillio call it medium size. But it also, because it is a bit wider, it also fits in kind of Franklin Covey compact size inserts. And I've got a previous video where I compared medium XL, medium or personal, and personal wide size planners, and then personal size, personal wide, and Franklin Covey compact size inserts. So you can see kind of the size difference on there. So if you want to kind of watch and have a look at what the difference is in the sizes, that's probably the best one to look at, because I'm not going to kind of go through that today. I'm just going to do a flip. So yeah, let's get into it. So firstly, I've got a couple of things here. So I've got this is from MsQuotedPlans on Etsy. Acetate, all my acetate and vellum is from the Crescent planner, and I've got a code Peaceful10 that you can use to get 10% off at her shop. So I'll put that in the description box below. So yeah, that's all gonna be from the Crescent planner as we kind of go through. And then I've got, this is from Salty22. This is a task card of hers. And then this is just a Polaroid that I've got, I put a label on. So if found, return to, and then it's got my details at the bottom of it. These are from Cloth and Paper. Pretty sticky notes, and then I literally stuck it on an offcut of some acetate, just because I didn't want the sticky bit of the sticky note to like go onto the leather, but also I wanted it to be obviously like a certain height, so it goes in here. So I just cut the acetate to size, so it's perfect. So yeah, that's on there. That was my cat, if you heard him meowing. He likes to be involved in everything. But yeah, so that's in the front, and then I just have like a load of different stuff in here. So like some memo notes from Cloth and Paper, dot stickers, stamps, things like that. So they're all in there. Knocked these out of place. And then this is from Cloth and Paper. It's the Affogato Ollie clip. If I take this off, you can see my fly leaf. So this is very, very smooth. Very different to the texture on the rest of the planner. And when you buy a planner from Gillio, you can put in the notes section like a request for what ideally you would like. And then obviously if they've got that kind of one in their stock, so say if you wanted one that was completely smooth, or if you wanted one that was textured, they'll do their best to kind of match you up with kind of what you want, obviously depending on what's in stock. So yeah. Then I've got, this is an inbox, so I just use this to like put sticky notes on for my inbox, and I love the way that it's like layered with the acetate underneath, so you can kind of see through. I really like that. So yeah, as I said, all from the Crescent planner. This is a freebie from Mindy Plans. So some shops don't do Franklin Covey compact size yet. I think it's getting more and more popular, but there's still kind of, yeah, not all the shops do it. So you can resize, I think this was A5 size, and I think I sized it down to like 78%. So you can do that. So that's what I did. Yeah. So my first section is called Intention. These dividers were from the Crescent planner. So the reason it's called Intention is because it's like all the things I'm intending on doing. So like my monthly calendar, it's like my plans, do you know what I mean? Like intention, those kind of plans. That's all in here. So start off with a overview. This was a freebie from, I'm trying to read this. planwithb.com. So it's very small print. Yeah, so that's from Plan with B. And then I have some sticky notes from, so I've got cloth and paper, page flags from cloth and paper eBay. These were like £2, I think, or something from eBay. So you can obviously write on it, then you can leave the tab stuck out until you've done whatever's written on, and then put the tab back in, which I think is quite good. Also, I forgot to say I've got 25mm gold rings in here. You can fit 30mm in, but 25, I fill 25, but I don't normally fill 30. So you can see that's like my preference. But lots of people have 30mm in. And I've been told that if you get 30, you can still fit Franklin Covey Compact. I've not tried it, but that's what I've been told. So yeah, just personal preference, I think. So then I have monthlies from smplans. So these are her pretty monthlies, and they have like the little pink heart on. They are so pretty. These are great because they have this section down here. So I haven't actually put it on this one because I didn't move in until like April. Oh yeah, here we go. So I've stuck some like to do and to buy stickers from Planners with Crime or Planning in Crime, something like that. I'll have a look and put it in the description. But yeah, I've stuck these on, so then I can use this to do like monthly to-dos and monthly to-buys, which is really handy. And I do actually also have a code for smplans' shop. So she actually does Franklin Covey compact size inserts, which is amazing. Because as I said, not loads of shops do. And her insert's just absolutely beautiful, so that's great. So my code is Sarah20. You can get 20% off, and that code is live until June 2021, because I know people will be watching this video at different times. So yeah, so if you want any of her inserts, it's Sarah20. But yeah, I really like these. I just think they're so pretty, like with the script and everything. So I've got the whole month in for those, and then I have important dates inserts. So this is for birthdays. This is from Peanuts Planner Co, and I sized down half letter to 78%. So I have one for birthdays, one for dates like bills and stuff, and one for like dates to remember. So like when you're renewing your car insurance, you know, sometimes they ask you like certain dates and stuff, so that's all in there. More acetate. And then we come to my weekly. So I don't know if I said, but I have a bit of vellum on my monthly, and I have, acetate on my monthly, and I have another bit of acetate on my weekly. And these just add to my top tabs. And I've actually also like slit them with scissors here. So I just hole punch and then cut a little slit. So you can easily like move them to like the next week or the next month without like having to keep opening and closing your rings. So, and also they're so pretty. So I think it's just nice. They're nice to look at, but also it's a really good way to use up any like offcuts of acetate or vellum if you want to put vellum in. You know, it doesn't go to waste. So yeah, I really like that. And I like this because I can like really easily forward plan. So as you can see, I've already got the next week out. So if there was something that I needed to like put on here, I've already got it kind of written out. And what I do in this bit is, so if I've got something like a to-do, because this is more events, and then sometimes I'll put like a to-do in here so it like stands out. Just kind of depends on the week really how I use it, but I find it handy to have that section as well. So yeah, I have actually quite a lot of them in here. Yeah, so you can see I've put one there. Yeah, I think I went a bit overboard printing them out. So as I said, I've only got 25mm rings, but I feel like they fit a lot in. How many more of these have I got? A lot. Yeah. There's a lot in here. But I just use regular printer paper to print my inserts on, so I don't know if that helps because the paper's probably a bit thinner than some of the paper some other people use. Yeah. So then my next section is Thrive. So this is all stuff like, I guess things I want to be like productive with. So like my dailies are in here, and it's kind of like more personal stuff, I would say. So I've got this beautiful acetate. This is a freebie from Hey Planner Girl, and I just added this quote, what if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? Just as a reminder of like when you're feeling anxious about something, and a lot of the time it's like that fear of failure for me. Like, yeah, okay, it might not go well, but actually what if it goes amazing? So yeah, I like having that reminder in there. Then I've got some affirmations. So on my dailies, I try and do every day write an affirmation. Sometimes I don't, but I try to. And sometimes like I can't think of one. So it's really helpful to have like a list of them, so I can like go back and be like, oh, here's like some ideas. And these are on smplans note paper, which has got this really pretty flower in the background. I love that. This is her most recent ones. I think they're called Spring Notes. So yeah, it's really pretty. And as I said, you can use my code Sarah20 if you're wanting to buy some to get 20% off. And they're Franklin Covey compact size, so they're perfect. So yeah, that's exciting. So I've got quite a few affirmations on here, just kind of the ones that I like to kind of remind myself. I've got some cocktail recipes. This paper you'll see is actually all Stalgy paper. So I literally got a B6 Stalgy and just cut it up, like took the spine off and then cut the pages out. You can do it in like little sections. You can kind of peel them apart and then cut the strings where they're kind of bound together, and then just cut them to size. So that's what I use for my dailies as well. And also they're really thin. I really like the paper. So yeah, that's what this is written on. Cabin ideas. I like this. So this is vellum from the Crescent planner, and then Sierra, so smplans, does a monthly freebie on her Facebook group. So that's here. So yeah, I think that looks super pretty, like layered on top of each other. So yes, to start off April. And I did actually have a few days left of March when I started using this planner, but I wanted to just like put this in the front, so I did. So now we come to my dailies. So this is kind of like the bullet journal method. So I do my to-dos, and then I do arrows to move them, or actually tick them off rather than cross them, just because I feel like I like a good tick, makes me feel happy. So as you can see, I do the date, I write my affirmation, I do my to-do list, and then this is just like brain dump type stuff. So some days will be really bare, as you can see, like, and some days will be busier. So yeah, just like planning stuff out. And obviously because I can use, like, if I need to use 2 pages I could, if I want to use 1 page I could. Sometimes I do like a bit of journaling in between pages. You know, it's just kind of that freedom to do kind of what you want. And like, so this day, although I've got my to-dos, I did like a plan of like times to get things done. I was trying to plan out my day. And actually I've seen that smplans has got some inserts, like some daily inserts with like times and then a blank space. So I might actually print some of those off to keep in here for when I have days where I really need to jot my times down, because sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. So I might actually print a few of those just so I've got those, and I can kind of intersperse with those if I want to change things up. And journaling. So the reason I've written on one side is because my plan is, so basically I love bound books, like Stalgies, and using the Gillio Apuntos, which I've got one here, and these are for like bound books. So I love that, because I think I really like to keep my books, to like look through them and like look back at them, but I also love rings, and I think that because my life is so busy at the moment, I need to compartmentalise. Like, I need the sections, I need to be able to really forward plan. And I think I was getting a bit jumbled up in my Stalgy. So that's why I changed to rings. But the issue with rings is I don't want to just save like a clump of inserts. I find it hard to like go through them. And but I don't want to just throw them away. So my plan is that what I'm going to do, I'll just show you this and then I'll bring this one back. What I'm going to do is, if I go to like last So that was the 5th of March. So then I'm going to get this out my personal wide because I was using this before my medium XL arrived. So if I go to my, here we are. So 6th of March, so I've done it on one side of the page again. So I'll just take this out. And then I would, pencil case here, just glue this page down. So this is personal wide size. Obviously the medium XL is ever so slightly thinner, so it'll be even easier. So I don't know if this will work long term or not. I'm just trying to like think of a good, I guess it's not a hybrid system, but a good way of like getting best of both worlds, because yeah, I just really want to keep stuff in a bound book, but I really want to use rings because I think it's best for me. So yeah, I just stick them like that, then stick the next day and just keep going. And say if I had like one to stick where it was written on both sides, I could just stick down like the little flap and so it flaps over. That's what I thought. So I'm going to go through and like stick everything in. I'm going to keep doing that. So it's kind of like, this is my archive, is like stuff stuck into the Stylogy, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's a bit more effort, but it does kind of solve my issue. So that's my plan. We'll see how it kind of goes over time. But yeah, that's why I'm writing on like one side. But if I do write on both sides, as I said, it's not like a major problem because I can just stick it like on the side bit that I just said. So yeah, that's the plan. So we shall see. But yeah, as I said, some are really blank, like yesterday's. Oh no, not yesterday's, day before yesterday's. And then yesterday's was much busier. So I haven't actually written today's yet. So what I would normally do is just write the date. So Sunday, is it the 4th? Yeah. 4th of April. And then I would probably write an affirmation. So I would have like a look. Yeah, I like that one. And there might be some that just speak to you for that day. So yeah, I'm going to write, my strength is greater than any struggle. And then I would look back on my previous page. Sometimes I kind of put them in an order of when I think I'm going to do them. Sometimes I don't. But yeah, so this is definitely the first thing I need to do today, which is uni work. And then I would put my arrow where that one is. So it's that kind of thing. So I'll finish doing those later. But what I do is then I move my today tab. So this is from Sort Stuff Out, and I just added the label at the top. So then I'd move that onto one for today, but I won't move it until I have moved everything over, because then when I go to turn to my today, I realise I'm on the day before, and then I'm like, oh, I've not moved the rest of that stuff over yet, if that makes sense. So it's like a reminder a little bit. So yeah, I'll finish writing those out once I've finished this video, but you get kind of the idea. That's kind of how I do my dailies. And I've got quite a bit of this paper in as well. Yeah, quite a big chunk left. So yeah. Then I've got a weight log, again, size down to 78%, because they're both from Peanuts Planner Co. To buy list, so this is like a personal to buy list, because we're still in my Thrive section, which is more my personal section. I've got a list of things to buy when shops reopen, because in England, we're still in, well, we're in lockdown. We're like doing a phased return to normality. So the shops don't open till the 12th of April still, but they're reviewing it all the time, so it could change anyway. So yeah. Okay, so then my next section is flow. So this is kind of like self-care type stuff. So this is one that I kind of more recently put in. And the reason I chose flow is because it was kind of like going with the flow, also like calming water, but also that idea of you can't fill anyone else's cup until you filled up your own. So, and you can't drink from an empty cup. You can't, all those kind of things that people say when they're talking about how important self-care is. So I just thought flow was a really good word for this section, which is why I picked it. So just a Polaroid of me and my cat. This is from Squizzleberry, Stay Weird, which is important because we're all different and we should stay like that, I think. This is from Salty22. I think this is a freebie that I got with an order, which is very cute. And this is a vinyl from Crescent Planner, and she's bringing vinyls to her shop, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, I stuck that on my self-care section. I thought that was nice, like when it's open. Acetate from her shop, so it says love yourself, and you can get these in like you can get acetate or vellum, and then you can choose like what colour foil you want. So you can have like gold, silver, rose gold, rainbow, white, black. You can kind of pick. So I picked the white foil for this one. I'm not going to remember who this is from because sometimes when you're sizing stuff down, you have to cut a little bit extra off. So I think I might have cut it off. But this was a freebie as well. Be you, love you, always. Always, always. I love that. This is freebie from Hey Planner Girls. So this is just my skincare routine. This is a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. It's got a tracker on it. I think I might change this to smplans has got like a monthly, it's kind of like a goals bit, but it's got like all trackers on and things like that. So I might start using that. So yeah, I've got like stuff in my Etsy basket, so I'm just deciding what to buy. And then yeah, I've got smplans no spend tracker. So I'm really going to try and be like conscious of my spending, and I think it like gives you something to aim for, to like have the circles filled in. Ironically, I am going to be breaking my no spend probably today by buying smplans inserts. So I won't get a circle on her insert because I'm buying her inserts, but yeah, it'll be worth it. I feel like this is going to help me like not to spend as much, if you know what I mean, because yeah, I want to get those circles. So I've got a few of these in for the different months. And then this was another freebie, and again, I'm not going to know who it's from, sorry. If whoever's made them is watching, feel free to like add a comment and I'll add it into the description. It's just because I was sizing things down, so I've ended up having to cut further in, and kind of names have gone off and things because they were like A5 size or half letter size rather than Franklin Covey compact size. But yeah, this is some self-care ideas from Annalida Designs. This is cut off because it's actually personal wide size. I got it from my personal wide, so I had to cut it so it fit in here. But all of the actual ideas are still there, so it's fine. Then I've got a calendar. This is from Peanuts Planner Co. Month on one page, horizontal. And this is what I'm using to record my self-care / planning my self-care. I think sometimes if you don't plan it in, you don't do it, and it ends up on the end of your list when it shouldn't. So I've got this to like plan it in, but also if I've done it, like I can add it in as well. So it's just like a record of what I've been doing each month. So I'm like aware of like the time that I'm spending on me, because I think it's really important and got so much uni work and everything to do at the moment that it really does fall to the end of the list. And actually, if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll have to make time for your illness. And I don't want to get ill. I don't want to burn out. So yeah, I think this is a really important section to add in, actually. So yeah, sorry after that little... So yeah, that's that. And obviously, I know it's easier said than done, but at least having the intention there is good, and having it so I can track it, I think, is important, because that's kind of how things stick in my head. My next section is calm, and this is like my home section. I feel like my home is like a really safe, calming place for me, so it felt like the perfect name for this section. Again, this is another freebie. I'll try and look back and figure out where they came from. But yeah, this is really pretty. Size down again. Grocery guide from Peanuts Planner Co. This is really useful because I can always make the shopper list, update it because it's always in my planner, but also then we have like a meal plan for the week, so it's not necessarily that we have these things on certain days, but it's just that we can look at it and be like, oh, okay, and like pick a dinner off of it. I think that's really helpful. So yeah, that's in here. That's obviously next week's one. The reason I put this down here is because it's from a different shop to where we normally do our weekly shop from. So we shop in Aldi, and they don't always have everything, although they have most stuff. So it's like separated out, because this will be like, I don't know, say if we have to go to Tesco, for example. So that's how I do that. There's quite a lot of these in here as well. There's actually loads of weekly menus. Yeah. So I intersperse like one weekly menu, one grocery guide, one weekly menu, one grocery guide. So the grocery guide can fit with the planned out menu. And then I've got loads of them. And then, yeah, I've just got a whole chunk of weekly menus because I printed so many of those by accident. And then we've got some meal ideas. So we just started writing this, me and my husband, because sometimes we're a bit stuck. Like especially if we're like, oh, let's just quickly go do the shop tonight. And then we're like, what are we even going to have? We can quickly look on here to get some ideas. I need to fill this in a bit more because we've got probably more ideas than this, but we literally just put a few down. And we can be like, oh yeah, we'll have that. Oh yeah, we'll have that kind of thing. So yeah, that's really useful. These checklist inserts are always handy from Peanuts Planner Co. Another to buy list, but this is a house one. Oh, I can tick that one off. I got that the other day. So just keeping track of things that we need to buy for the house, or that we want to buy for the house, as well as kind of things that we need. So that's just a spare one. And my next section is grow. So this is like my work and my section for my doctorate. So this is like, the reason I chose grow is because it's like personal and professional development, which I think, like, that's the way I want to think of working my doctorate, is like, this is helping me grow. So I think, yeah, that's why I picked that. Some acetate, pretty. And this is from Luna Lou's Plans. Hope I'm saying that right. Manifest, I love that. And then I can't show much in here because it's like my work section, but basically I've got some inserts for the same as I use for my self-care, but these are to map my uni deadlines. Oh yeah, I can show you my weekly. So yeah, I've got these for my assignment deadlines. So they're all kind of, it's just easy to see. And then these are my next set of weeklies. So this is where I, obviously I have my one weekly for events, and then I have my other weekly for my uni stuff. And this is where I separate out what I've got to do day by day. So I'll separate my assignments out so that I can give myself like mini goals to reach to like keep myself motivated. So you can see kind of what I've been doing in the week, and then I tick them off once I've done them. The mistake I made is, you can see there's all scribbles all over this one, because basically I planned out like 3 weeks worth, and then one of my sections of my assignments took me longer than I thought, so then I had to scribble everything out, and then it was like it was just like stressful to look at. So I just like ignored it, and I was like, right, we'll start again, lay it all out. And I've just done this 1 week. Even though I'm tempted to, I've kind of put a couple of tentative things in, but I'm not going to like write it out for like 3 weeks in a row, just because I think then if I don't do something, I've got to scribble it all out or something changes. I think I'll be better to do like a bit of a brain dump on a daily page to say like, this is what I'm planning on doing when, rather than kind of mapping it out, because this is what I want to actually be able to achieve rather than just, you know, shoving it down. And I'm already like a day behind, so that was yesterday and I haven't started that yet. So do you know what I mean? Sometimes things shift and stuff takes longer than I think it's gonna. I think I'm sometimes a bit optimistic with my planning. So yeah, I have quite a few of those in here as well. And then I've just got like to-do lists and stuff for work, which is confidential. So that's separated by this, which was a freebie from MsQuotedPlans. So I've got like to-do lists, but also I've got lists of like my toil. So I keep like how much time I'm owed. And also like a list of things that I've done. So like when it comes to a yearly appraisal or whatever, I can say, oh, I've been involved in this, I've been involved in this. Because it's hard to like keep track if you don't write it down, I think. Get to the end of the year and I think, what have I even been doing? So that's this section. And that's just on, again, Stalogy paper. You can see. So, yeah. Then I have miscellaneous. So this is just literally some notes pages. I don't really know what to use this section for yet. So I've just got some really pretty notes pages from smplans. Super pretty. Yeah, so it's just kind of, I guess, spare inserts from Alibi Design Studio and some from Peanuts Planico. And I've just got a page lifter from Sort Stuff Out. And then I have, these are task cards from Salty 22, which I think look pretty. And these are freebie printables from Hey Planner Girl. So I've got those in the back, because I think then when your like planners open, you can see like this pretty thing behind. And I've got a couple of my like bank cards behind them, just because they're not the prettiest thing to look at. So I wanted to put those in front. Gold pen, that's from Gillio, I love it. And the big back pocket, which has got like appointment letters and things in. So yeah, any questions or anything, just pop them below. I'll pop my Instagram below as well, so you can always message me on there. But yeah, it was really great to show you. I think I've gone on in this video a bit longer than I meant to, so I do apologise. But yeah, I'm loving this size for my everyday carry, absolutely loving it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers, follow us on Instagram. Like, as I always say, I'm so grateful for the support. Such an amazing community, the planner community. So yeah, I will speak to you all in my next video. If you've got any ideas of things you'd like me to film or questions you've got, just pop them in the comments below. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.